So you're thinking about buying a home in Orange County, California, but you'd like a home with a guest house, or you'd like a home that has an in-law suite, or you own a home and you'd like to add a guest house or an additional dwelling unit. Well, in this video, we're going to go over accessory dwelling units, which are ADUs.
And you want to stick around with us because we're going to go over a nice deep dive into accessory dwelling units, junior accessory dwelling units, and also the CalHFA, the ADU grant program they have. And keep in mind, this is not legal, financial, or tax advice. So certainly you want to consult with your appropriate advisors, but on the real estate side, we can certainly help. Let's get to it.
If this is the first time to the channel, welcome. If you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, eating in Irvine, California, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, give us a like. We would really appreciate that so that you can be kept up to date on what's going on in the market here in Orange County, California.
Hi, my name's Bruce Clark. It's my beautiful wife, Veronica Ruiz. We're real estate agents with Coldwell Banker, and every day we get phone calls, emails, text messages, and requests for Zoom calls from people looking to make a move to Orange County, California. So whether you're looking to make a move the next 5 days, 50 days, or further out, just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Orange County, California.
And surrounding communities. Okay, so first let's start by defining what ADU is. I'm sure a lot of people probably are not really familiar with the term or the acronym.
So an ADU, accessory dwelling unit, it can be an attached or detached unit that you don't have to live in, and we're going to cover that. You also have a junior ADU, which is attached.
Why are they so popular? Why are ADUs so popular right now in Orange County and other areas in California?
So the state of California is really incentivizing people to build ADUs and junior ADUs, and they're granny flats. We used to call them cottages, in-law suites, things like that. So why they're so popular is because the price of the homes are so expensive, and a lot of us want to expand our home. We might want an in-law to live with us.
So let me ask you then, an ADU, accessory dwelling unit, would that be attached? Would it be detached?
So they can be attached or detached. A junior ADU has to be attached.
Okay, so what is the allowance as far as square footage for an ADU versus a junior ADU?
A junior ADU has to be a minimum of 150 square feet. Sorry, so does an ADU. The junior ADU can go up to 800 square feet. Again, everything is subject to change. The state of California is constantly revising and issuing new laws. And so the ADU can go up to 1,200 square feet. The junior ADU, now this is interesting, is limited 25-foot height, whereas the ADU is limited to 18 feet. And the reason for that is if the junior ADU is attached to a home, they have a 25-foot building height, then that's one of the reasons. So kind of peculiar there.
Let me ask you though, you talk about the maximum. I had a client that was asking, they're thinking about adding a unit, an ADU unit in Santa Ana. So when you look up the information for the Planning Commission for Santa Ana, they're saying that the maximum is 1,000 square feet for an ADU and 500 for a junior ADU. So then how do you know what you're allowed to build?
So one of the ways you'll know, and this is all going to be based on the size of your lot. And what's also interesting, if you own a multifamily property, if you've already got, let's say, a 2-plex, 4-plex, or apartment building, theoretically you can build an ADU or a junior ADU. It's really interesting. Getting back to your question, it has to do with the lot size. And you can build two structures. You can build an ADU and a junior ADU at the same time. As a matter of fact, what they're requiring the city to do, of the county, is when you put your plans in, let's say you want to build a new home, you build a new home and at the same time submit plans for ADU and junior ADU. So you could house hack. You can say, hey, I'm going to, and as a matter of fact, let me come back to that for a second. You don't even have to live in the primary property, the ADU, or junior ADU. We've heard of people that have built an ADU and they've rented out the main properties in a junior ADU. So you could have 3 revenue streams from this one home, and you don't have to live in them. So it's quasi-triplex. It's really interesting.
Well, you say you don't have to live in them. You have to live in one of them, either the house or the unit. You don't have.
No. The state of California came out with a law that said you don't even have to live there.
Oh, wow.
So Great for income investors. That's one of the things that that's one of the big advantages of ADUs and junior ADUs is the income, which it applies also to the loans. You can use up to 70% of the income, and that's why we're seeing people
to qualify for the loan.
To qualify for the loan. So we see people that build, rent, and then do it again. So you can build quite a nice empire with your local real estate agents.
So what are the requirements then, as far as, do you have to have a kitchen, or can you do just the room? Does it have to have a bathroom? What are the requirements?
Great question.
For ADUs?
So all the ADUs and the junior ADUs have to have their own entrance. So ingress, egress, we call it. So entrance, exit. They also have cooking facilities. They also have to be connected to water, power, and the like. So they all, and if, again, everything is subject to change, but if the main home, if sprinkler systems are required, then they're required in the junior ADU or the ADU.
Okay, so what about the benefits? What are the benefits of having an ADU?
So first thing we see, of course, is that it increases the value of property. In most cases, we're going to touch on that in a second. But it also gives you a revenue stream that allows for more people to live on the property. It could be for multi-generational, could be kids come back from college, could be you throw the kids out of the main home, live in an ADU or junior ADU. So those are three big benefits that we see. And also, it's affordable housing options for people that are looking to rent. So those are really the four main things that we see.
Yes. Rentals are getting so expensive. They're extremely expensive out here, especially in Orange County.
Yes, they are.
Significantly. So what are the downsides or potential downsides to owning an ADU?
So the potential downsides is, number one, the cost. And you're looking about $400 to $600 a square foot. So most likely you're getting a loan against the property. Not everyone will need to, but let's address the loan. So you're going to be paying on the loan. If that property, if that ADU or junior ADU is not leased, then you'll have additional expenses. The density also, you're going to have more people on your property. Not everybody wants more people on their property. I'm sure there's going to be some communities that are going to fight tooth and nail to not allow ADUs or junior ADUs to be built, especially as we talk about areas like Shady Canyon, Newport Coast, Corona Del Mar. They have what's called a building envelope, and it's set. It's a hard number. And you have architectural design review committees that come into play. The state of California is requiring the HOAs and CC&Rs to be invalidated in a sense, and for people to build ADUs and junior ADUs. So I think that's one thing. You've got parking. Parking restrictions for the most part have been waived here, parking density requirements. But cities, especially as we see in Santa Ana, you get around Anaheim, around Disneyland, they have permit parking. How's that going to play out? There's still a lot of moving parts in this.
So that brings us to the grant program that you discussed earlier. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So California, in the past few years, has given approximately $3 billion towards housing and affordable housing and low-income housing. So Cal FHA has a program that you can get up to $40,000 grant towards the construction of an ADU or junior ADU. Now, the way it works is you have to first be approved for a construction loan or a rehab loan or something like that. So you can't just say, hey, I want to build this ADU, accessory dwelling unit. It's going to run $100,000. Give me $40,000. You first have to be approved for the loan. It is managed through escrow, so there's going to be a draw. It's called a draw, so they're not going to give you all the 40, but as you use it, and you certainly will if you build an ADU, then all 40. It's a grant. You have to pay it back. There's no interest. There's no payments. There's no anything. So,
always a good thing.
and we have lenders that know how to get that through. So.
Yeah, so definitely if you are interested in any of these programs, or if you have any questions, please reach out to us, give us a call or set up a Zoom call, and we'd be happy to share that information. We have many qualified lenders and trusted lenders that we work with, and we'd definitely be happy to share that information with you.
So we appreciate you joining us. And whether you're looking to make a move in the next 5 days, 50 days, or further out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email.
We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California and surrounding communities.